Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm back with another lesson. Today I want to show you one common mistake that people do with Python lists. So let's jump right in. So to start with, actually, let's just create a simple list, and I'm going to name this original list, and I'm just going to create this list with four integer values, right? So 1 2 3 4. So this list contains these four values, right? Now now what people do is, like, let's say they want to make a copy of this list, so they will create another variable like this and assign original list to this variable, right? And now let's print this duplicate list, right? So okay, that makes sense. We kind of like copied this original list into this duplicate list. And okay, so let's say I want to add uh, an element to this original list. So we use a function called append to add an item into a list, right? So I want to add 5, right? It only has 1 2 3 4, so let me add 5 to it, and now let me print the original list again, right? Okay, now that makes sense. So we appended the element 5 to the list. So uh, now here's the surprise, right? So if I print the duplicate list now, you can see that uh, that also has this new element 5 in the list. And how is this possible? Because we only added the element to the original list, and why is this duplicate list changing? So to understand why this is happening, we need to look at what's going on behind the scenes. So let's actually use this function called id, which gives you the unique id uh, of Python objects, actually. So it also gives you the, what the value that it gives is the memory address of the object. So if I take the original list object, the list, right? It's a list object. And then if I passed into this id function, it gives me this this number, this unique id. And if I took the same function and passed in this duplicate list, right? Yeah, there you go. So it gives you the same id or the same memory address. So both these variables are basically pointing to the same location in the memory. So if you change one of these, you are indeed modifying the other, right? So what's the right way to make a copy of a list? So we need to actually use a function called copy. Like, let's say if we created another variable called list duplicate list 2, and we took this original list variable, and then we use this function called copy. And so now let's actually print this a new variable, new list variable, and that makes sense. So this has uh, these 5 elements. Now let's try to add, let's say, another element to the original list, right? So let's say 6, and we print the original list, right? So that makes sense. Now let's print the duplicate list. right? So now you can see that this new duplicate list that we created using this copy function uh, hasn't changed, right? And the vice versa, right? So if I change this duplicate list, the original list is not going to change. So keep this in mind actually. So because list is a mutable object as opposed to an immutable object, we when we do an assignment operation like this, uh, we should be cautious about what's happening behind the scenes. So that's it. All right. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.